How you doing? Thank you to the first episode of Mixing with Mel. Today, we're going to do what I like to call one of my favorite dishes. It's a barbecue meatloaf. A little bit of a southern twang to it, but you're going to love it. So check this out. Right here we have all the ingredients. We got onion, bell pepper, 2 eggs, a little Creole seasoning, breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, natural seasoning. Just some little things that I like to use. So first what we have to do is cut up our onions and cut up our bell. A lot of people, including my wife, loves little bitty onions. Me, myself, I don't care nothing about that. I like to cut them up the way I like them, which is 4 or 5 of these. I had to edit that out. All right. But I like to cut into these big chunks like this and then chop them down. Yeah. And once you got your onions, then you move over to your bell pepper. Now me, you don't need a lot of bell pepper. You want to cut off what I like to call the ear of it. It look like an ear, right? And you take, put about 4 or 5 big lines out there. Me, I'll take the 4. And cut off the big edge, move them over. And start chopping on the line. Because, you know, if you don't like them this big, just cut them down. That's the way you like to work them, you know? Me, once they're in that oven and give it those other juices, they're gonna soften right up. And they know they're there. And once you get through with your green pepper and your onion, you want to get up, and one thing you want to always make sure is that you already preheated your oven. We're gonna run that thing on about 350. You know what I'm saying? So you come back, and now that all this is done, you can get you a big bowl or a big pan and season your meat up. Nice size roasting pan for me. I like pan around to work with. You get your about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Put this in here. I like to mix it up. And separate it so when I season it, the seasoning goes to all parts of the meat. Start off with a little Creole Tony's. This is one of my favorites. Lightly seasoned. You don't want too much on it. Let it sit there and let it soak in. Pause. Alright, after I put my Tony's on there, I add a little bit of this Copenhague. It's a little Greek seasoning. I like to add on my meat.
The opposite of is
nature seasoning. It's light on salt. I don't like a lot of salt. I like salt taste, but not a lot of salt. Last but not least, my pepper. I love a lot of pepper, so sometimes mine is naturally spicy because I'm a pepper man. I turned around. Next, what I do is add my onions and my green peppers. With my 2 eggs. And add a half a handful. Half a handful. Really like a whole cup. And then you take them, mix everything up. If you like to do things with your hand, fine. If not, use some gloves. It really doesn't matter. I like to put mine in a football shape. However you want to do it, that's on you. Now you got your meatloaf. This is the second thing. Pause. All right. So after you do that, I put a little water in here, as you can see. Come on up, camera. You can see. I add a little water. It looks different now, but what I do is go around that water with the same seasonings that you put in your meatloaf. And what this does is while it's cooking, the water enables it to soak up the seasoning, which makes it great. Now I put a top on it to hover in to make it cook thoroughly all the way through on the inside. You want to cook it for about an hour, hour and a half on 350. All right, and you get your top. If you don't have a top, you use aluminum foil. That helps hold the heat in. The oven should already be hot and ready. You put it in, and you want to note the time that you put it in. Right now, it's about 6:15, so we know we're looking at 7:15 to come check on it. So we'll be back after these messages, and we'll check on it together. Hey, how you doing? It's been about an hour. Time for us to checking on this meatloaf down here. We're gonna see what it's doing. All right, as you can see, it's bubbling. The juice is getting around in there real good. And what you want to do here, take your spoon, grab some of them juices, and make the new. You want to pour some of them back over there. Make sure you don't never have to worry about it getting dry. Somebody like a dry meatloaf, that's for sure. So here we go. Still got us another hour, look like. So we'll take a little break and get right back to you. All right, let's see what we got. Pause. You ready? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see what we got here. Good, man. Ready? You all right? Ready on one side? What I'm gonna do is you want to pour the excess off. Then what we want to do is cut it to make, we want to put your small cut in it. Make sure it's the section and ready for what you want to do. So that looks good. Cut it up in there. Yeah. Now we add our cheese. And you what kind of cheese you want? Me, I prefer Swiss. Sometimes American, my favorite cheese is provolone. But put the cheese on there. I got my barbecue sauce. Give me just a second here. Company in here tonight, so I'll be fevering a little bit over this. I'll use Jim Beam right away. Now, put it back in here. Let everything get melted down here. I'm gonna put back out. We'll be ready to eat. So I'll catch y'all in just a few minutes. How you doing? Thank you to the first episode of Mixing with Mel. Today, we're gonna do what I like to call one of my favorite dishes. It's a barbecue meatloaf. A little bit of a southern twang to it, but you're gonna love it. So check this out. Right here we have all the ingredients. We got onions, bell pepper, 2 eggs, a little Creole seasoning, breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, natural seasoning. Just some little things that I like to use. So first what we have to do is cut up our onions and cut up our bell pepper. A lot of people, including my wife, loves little bitty onions. Me, myself, I don't care nothing about that. I like to cut them up the way I like them, which is 4 or 5 of these. I had to edit that out. Alright. But I like to cut into these big chunks like this, and then chop them down.